houses were built for banks. They weren't built for people. They were built for banks. And then the people were lied to and said, oh, a house is a great investment. A house is one of the dumbest, worst investments a human being could possibly make for one reason. You have to pay the house doesn't pay you. And if it doesn't pay you, it's not a good investment.
Well, not only, that, but what a lot of people don't realize, because there's so many arguments you always hear over and over again, like, when you rent, you're paying someone else's mortgage. That's my favorite one. When the reality is if you have any sort of typical loan, you're just paying interest to the bank. You could live in a house, you could have a 30-year mortgage, live in a house for 15 years and still owe exactly what the house was worth when you bought it.
Or it could be worse.
Could be worse.
So, what we know about houses is the bank's going to make if the loan's 6%, the bank's going to make 6% on the loan every year for 30 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that number is, 180%. So that means your house has to go up 180%. No. The down payment has to go up 180% for you to ever catch up with. The house has to go up 180%. The bottom line is, take all the math away. If it don't pay you, why are you doing it? I don't want to pay for something. Now the other argument that Vlad, I know you've had is, well, you got to live somewhere. So it doesn't mean you need it doesn't mean you need to live in the same dumb place for 30 years.
How do y'all feel about this video, man? How do y'all feel about this perspective? If you don't know who that is Grant Cardone. That boy was dropping. Whew. He ain't have to snap like that, man. But what are your thoughts on this, man? Because I've heard this a lot of times from successful people. I've heard this a lot of times from people that own real estate properties. I'm putting this out here for you who, if you've never heard anything like this, this is my way of showing you an outside perspective, something different, something you've never heard of. Because growing up in America, they try to push us towards certain things, the American standards. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to college to be successful. We know that's bullshit. You gotta buy a house with the white picket fence and the fucking ugly dog, bro. All this shit that's quote-unquote status quo, man. We all are different. We all don't want to live like this. So I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you agree, disagree? How does this make you feel? You don't need to feel the pressure to buy a home just because your parents say something or your friends got a house. Like, bro, it's not that deep. It's not that sweet. What he's saying is fuck all that. Take your money and invest it in something. Invest in yourself. Invest in your business. Invest in the market. You really want to tie your money up in a 30-year fucking mortgage? To each his own. But I'm not doing that shit.